Good morning. How are you guys?
Hi, Miss.
Hi, who's this?
Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Good. I'm waiting for my computer to start, so right now I'm using my phone.
Okay, you can have some minutes, okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, I was checking the test that you had, units 2 and 3, right? And
Yes.
let me see. I gave all the students the answer. This is unit 2 and unit 3. Unit 3 was about yes, the movies, trend, enduring priorities. I was checking something before we start with the class. Yes, we had the test units 2 and 3 only. Yes. Okay, so that was correct. I thought that I had made a mistake in the test, but no. I had, a confusion when I just checked your course plan. Okay, guys, how are you today? Valeria, Felipe, Sebastián, Abel, Valentina, good morning. It's very cold today, yes? It's so freezing today. Okay, so we're going to start. We have here, I'm going to share a screen. Yes, I'm going to share a screen. And we have here, the course plan for today. Today, we are going to do some aviation talking, and then we're going to improve a little bit, unit number 4. And then we're going to do some more exercises with this. You have some homework for Friday. And then you're going to have an oral test similar to the other one. It's units 3 and 4. It's similar to the other one, okay? So we are okay with our timing. Aviation topic. Okay, we're going to start with this today, okay? So as always, you are going to work in groups and you are going to create some questions, yes? I have my own questions, but I'm going to give you the questions later. So we have here aviation topic, air crash investigation. And what is the topic for today? Okay, I have it here. It's pilot betrayed, pilot communication, the Pentagon, load more. Pilot betrayed. Okay, this is the one that we are going to do today. So as always, I want you to take notes. Yes, you're going to watch this video. And it says here, ADC-9 has been de-iced twice. But in less than 2 minutes after takeoff, both engines fail. As the pilots try restarting them, the left engine erupts in flames. And then 3,200 feet above the ground, the plane quickly and silently falls from the sky. The plane breaks into 3 pieces, but remarkably, everyone on board survives. That's very interesting, yes? Okay, so here we go, please, attention. Do you have a pencil, a pen, a piece of paper to take notes? Okay, so now we're ready.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain. I hope you had a good...
Captain Stefan Rasmussen has been in love with flying all of his life.
I got my first idea of flying when I was a young boy.
After learning to fly in the Air Force, Rasmussen joined Scandinavian Airlines.
He seemed to be the one who really enjoyed his job.
On December the 27th, 1991, he's in command of a state-of-the-art DC-9. The flight will take him to the very edge of his abilities, as his engines fail and his plane falls out of the sky.
I was in a nightmare.
Stockholm, Scandinavian 751, we are crashing into the ground now.
What caused the most baffling accident in Sweden's history is nothing investigators could have imagined. What they finally uncover will strain Rasmussen's lifelong relationship with airplanes to the breaking point.
I really felt that I didn't trust the aircraft.
Investigators speak to survivors. Everyone tells a similar story.
Would you mind telling me what you saw and heard?
Loud, booming sounds from the engines moments after the flight began, smoke in the cabin, and finally the entire loss of power and an engine on fire.
You have a twin-engine aircraft and you are really not supposed to lose both engines at the same time.
The Pratt & Whitney turbofan engines are sent to a Scandinavian Airlines repair shop for closer examination.
The first time I saw the engines in the workshop, I was surprised.
Is this all they found?
There was a number of parts that were completely missing, and this was something we hadn't seen before to this extent.
A major clue comes from passenger and crew testimonies, which told of repeated booming noises before the left engine caught fire. The cockpit voice recorder picked up these sounds. The sounds are familiar to investigators and leave no doubt. The DC-9's engines began surging shortly after takeoff. A closer look at the fan blades from the front of the engines explains why they were surging. They're badly dented. The damage would have prevented them from effectively directing air to the rear of the engines. But what exactly mangled the blades?
Okay, what exactly mangles the blades? I'm going to share with you the questions that I have here. Aviation group work. Now you're going to see the questions and we're going to watch the video again and then you will be able to answer the questions, okay? These are the questions that I have for you. I'm going to write the questions in the chat for you to have them, okay? What is the meaning of baffling? What do you think happened at the end of this story? Yes, those are the questions. We are going to watch the video again. Please listen again.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain. I hope you had a good...
Captain Stefan Rasmussen has been in love with flying all of his life.
I got my first idea of flying when I was a young boy.
After learning to fly in the Air Force, Rasmussen joined Scandinavian Airlines.
He seemed to be the one who really enjoyed his job.
On December the 27th, 1991, he's in command of a state-of-the-art DC-9. The flight will take him to the very edge of his abilities as his engines fail and his plane falls out of the sky.
I was in a nightmare.
Stockholm, Scandinavian 751, we are crashing into the ground now.
What caused the most baffling accident in Sweden's history is nothing investigators could have imagined. What they finally uncover will strain Rasmussen's lifelong relationship with airplanes to the breaking point.
I really felt that I didn't trust the aircraft.
Investigators speak to survivors. Everyone tells a similar story.
Would you mind telling me what you saw and heard?
Loud, booming sounds from the engines moments after the flight began, smoke in the cabin, and finally the entire loss of power and an engine on fire.
You have a twin-engine aircraft and you are really not supposed to lose both engines at the same time.
The Pratt & Whitney turbofan engines are sent to a Scandinavian Airlines repair shop for closer examination.
The first time I saw the engines in the workshop, I was surprised.
Is this all they found?
There was a number of parts that were completely missing, and this was something we hadn't seen before to this extent.
A major clue comes from passenger and crew testimonies, which told of repeated booming noises before the left engine caught fire. The cockpit voice recorder picked up these sounds. The sounds are familiar to investigators and leave no doubt. The DC-9's engines began surging shortly after takeoff. A closer look at the fan blades from the front of the engines explains why they were surging. They're badly dented. The damage would have prevented them from effectively directing air to the rear of the engines. But what exactly mangled the blades?
Okay. Hi, Martin. Hi, Camilo. Good morning.
Hi, Miss.
Okay, yes. So the questions, I wrote the questions in the chat here. What is the meaning of baffling? First of all, what is the meaning of baffling? Did you get that word? Did you look for that word? What is it, Martin?
I don't know the meaning, but on the video said that is the baffling accent in Sweden or something like that.
So
I suppose it's like the highest or the horrorous, I don't know, accent in Sweden, I guess.
Okay, you know what? Baffling is incomprehensible. That is the meaning of baffling. Sebastián Acosta, did you look for the word baffling? Some synonyms are...
I was looking it for what was the turbine Alaves. I don't know how you say Alaves, Miss, in English.
Alaves?
No, I'm the Alaves from the turbine. That they say that they were damaged.
The blades of the blades.
The blades were?
They are talking about the blades. I wrote there the blades. Well, I was writing the synonym of baffling, which is confusing, and then they are talking about the blades.
Okay.
That's what they say. Well, but baffling is confusing. It means incomprehensible. That is the meaning of baffling, okay? And this was an accident that was incomprehensible, that was very confusing, you know? Because what did the plane lose?
The two motors or the two turbines?
The two engines, right? So incredible, right? What do you think happened at the end of the story?
They find that the damage was in the airplane and it wasn't the pilot who crashed the airplane.
You think that the pilot was responsible?
No, I think that the airplane was responsible and the company was responsible.
The responsible was the company. I agree with you. Yes, because what is your opinion, Elizabeth? What do you think happened at the end of the story?
I don't know, because like they say, it was very confusing, everything that they were finding in the engine. So it looks like the responsibility is from the person who should check the engines before the flight.
So the mechanics.
Yes.
I agree with you. I agree with you, yes. What is the adjective they used to describe the noise, the sound the plane had? Did you get that word? The adjective to describe the sound, the noise. Booming. Booming is an adjective and it's similar to blast. Yes? It's a noise, you know, that the plane had. It's like similar to resonance. Resonance. It's similar to resonance. That's the noise, you know, that the passengers and the crew heard. The noise was booming. Okay. So you have to create 2 more questions about the video. Did you take notes? Can you create the questions? Yes? Okay, you can talk and you can ask about the pilot. At the beginning of the story, they say something about the pilot. They said the date also of this accident. They said where he worked before, and they also said the name of the company, you know, that he was working for. So I think that you can give me 2 questions and we're going to work in groups, breakout rooms. And you are today, where are the rest of the students? Okay, we're going to create 3 groups. 1 group with 2 students and the other groups with 3 students, okay? So please join the groups and create 3 questions. 2 questions, sorry, only 2 questions for the other groups. Me equivoqué. Ay, que seré tonta. I made a mistake. I closed the rooms, guys. I'm sorry. I pressed another button. Oh my goodness. I am so stupid. Okay, I'm sorry. I will have to create the groups again, okay? I made a mistake, guys. I closed all the rooms. Sorry, so sorry. We have to wait 30 seconds to open the rooms again. It was my error. I just pressed, you know, the cross because I wanted to be, and I didn't want to be in your group. So, okay, give me, okay, 14 seconds. I'm going to create the groups again. I'm sorry. Okay, so what do you have in number 1? It says here, how Proven created the image. Please, free participation. Unmute yourselves and tell me the answers. We couldn't have known how Proven created the image.
May never?
Yes. May never.
May.
Yes, we may never know. We may never know. Yes. Number 2.
Must have.
Do you agree? Must have been, must have been.
Couldn't have.
Couldn't have.
Couldn't have. Couldn't have. You say couldn't have been digitally altered because remember that there were no computers those years. The image of the ghost, Abel, do you have number 3?
Might actually.
Might actually be painted on the picture. Do you agree with Abel?
No. Must have.
Must have been. Must have been. No, must have been is not possible.
No, it's actually.
Yes, might actually. And number 4.
Must have.
Some critics say Provant must have faked. Yes, that's correct. Okay, Elizabeth, read number 4. Some critics
say Provant must have faked the image by putting grease on the camera lens. Is that grease?
Grease.
Grease.
Okay, look at the chat, please. Everybody, image.
Image.
Yes, you have a problem with that pronunciation, all of you. It's image. And the plural is images. Images. Yes? Image. Okay. Repeat, everybody. Image.
Image.
Images.
Images.
Yes. So some critics say Provant must have faked. So you do this. You do this. Okay. You say must have faked. Repeat, must everybody.
Faked.
Excellent. Repeat, everybody. Must have faked.
Must have faked.
Must have faked.
Must have faked.
Yes. Number 3, the image of the ghost, Martin Cruz.
The image of the ghost might actually be painted on the picture.
Yes, painted, be painted. Okay, Felipe, number 2, Provant's photograph.
Provant photograph could have been digitally altered.
Altered. Okay, the pronunciation is could have. Negative. Couldn't have been. Yes, so you say something like couldn't have been. Can you read that, guys? Couldn't have been.
Couldn't have been.
Yes, couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. Yes, it couldn't have been digitally altered. Repeat, Felipe. Altered. Altered. Okay, and number 1, Valentina, we
may never know how Provant created the image.
Yes, created the image. Okay, so let's stop here, guys. Let's stop here. We will continue next Friday. On Friday, you have homework. Yes, pages 12, 13, and 14. Please do your homework, because you have more business vocabulary in homework. And okay, here we are. Yes, do your homework, and we will finish with unit number 4 on Friday. Yes, please do your homework. Homework helps a lot for business vocabulary and for your grammar.
Miss, I see the homework and I don't understand because it's, I don't know how to say, borroso.
Okay.
The picture is...
Okay, let me do something. Homework. I can send the photograph again, but it's pages. Let me see that I'm connecting again. Okay. Okay, I have the homework here in my hands. It's pages, what are the pages? 12, 13, and 14? Right, for business, 12, yes. This is, you know, and it's not blurry. It's not blurry for me.
The 13th page? The page 13 is very blurry.
It's blurry, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I will send page 13 again to you. I will take a photograph and I will send it to you, because for me it's not. It's good. Can you see?
Yes.
For me it's very clear.
Okay.
Okay, so you need only page 13 or the 3 pages?
Only 13, I think.
Okay, only 13.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to send that photograph to you by Aula in an email, okay? Yes, okay, thank you. See you next Friday. Have a good day.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Miss.
Bye.
Bye, Miss. Have a nice day.
You too, thank
Bye,
you.
miss.